talk. October 3rd. What's your prediction?
I think I said it earlier. Honestly, he was on trial for this RICO and he won. I'm not a hater. I'm a man who respects anybody who has the competency and the skill to get themselves out of a bad situation. And Diddy did that. He spent the bag. He got the best legal representation in the business, and his lawyers did their job. So I'm not angry he got off. I salute him because he was intelligent enough and he was disciplined enough to do what he needed to do with his resources to get himself out the situation. As far as going to jail, I don't think he should go to jail either. This was about domestic violence. This wasn't about anything but domestic violence and the sexual activity of him and his girlfriends. If his girlfriends is able to stay on the street and they've been exposed not to be victims, why the hell should he go to jail? He should go to domestic violence counseling, he should go to therapy, and he should go to an inpatient drug program for maybe a year to get his mind right, to get him off the drugs, and to try to really build a solid base in him so he doesn't revert back to drug use. And they should let him go home. But to put him in prison for 5, 10 years when these women lied on him like this, absolutely not. So to surmise, I actually intend on writing the Southern District of New York, Judge Submarinian. I'm gonna write a letter on his behalf because I'm a victim of him. I didn't even get my chance to actually confront the person who offended me because of what the government did to violate me. Me watching this as a man who sees things, I can forgive. I can move past it because technically I had to forgive and move past it until Cassie lied on him. No one would have ever believed me if I came out with this story. Cassie brought all of this stuff out before the media. Cassie blew up his life. Cassie blew up my life. Cassie blew up dozens of men's lives so she could get revenge on her ex-boyfriend. I'm not really with that. So I'm going to write this court a letter and I'm going to express my opinion and my stance as a victim. But I'm going to also tell him the truth, which is, listen, this guy did a lot of stuff, but you didn't convict him of that, Rico. He should get counseling. He should get domestic violence therapy, drug therapy, whatever it is. And he should get a chance. He has no record. He's never been to prison. Okay, yeah, he's done some horrible stuff. But you didn't get him for that horrible stuff. You got him for the Mann Act on women who were completely complicit with the violation of federal law. If they're not going to do jail time, if they're not getting probation, if nothing is going to happen to these women who were involved, then nothing should happen to him. So I don't think he should go to jail, but I know they're going to try to give him some time. I'm actually praying that I'm praying that they give him a sentence befitting of of what they actually were able to create, which is this bullshit Mann Act violation for him paying girls who were involved to be part of it. A year, 2 years, I'd be okay with that. I wouldn't even be mad if he didn't get no time and he got a drug program. Because the truth is, he did what he was supposed to do. He beat the case. He did the right thing to beat the case. There was no attorney misconduct on his side. His attorneys did everything on the level. Diddy deserves a chance to rebuild his life, or at least go to therapy, go to counseling, get the help he actually needs. Then give him a shot. If he get caught up in this shit again, you bury him underneath the prison, but give him a shot. Don't send him to prison for years because these women lied on him. So that's my stance. I plan on trying to write a letter in support of him, actually. Even though I'm suing him. Even though I'm suing him, and I do believe he violated me, I know they maliciously prosecuted him, and that was wrong. So I plan on writing a letter in support.
Um, yeah, this man acting, you know, I have mixed feelings about it now because I understand Cassie's side of it. I never met Jane. I even stopped watching this trial. It just was started becoming traumatic for me. So I didn't even get to the point where I saw her story. So I know nothing about this Jane woman. But from Cassie's side of it, now that I understand what was really going on there, I don't think that Diddy is guilty of the Mann Act, man. Like, I mean, because she was his girlfriend that knew the entire time what was going on, and she was complicit with that. But technically, he still would be guilty of the
Yeah.
Mann Act because he was flying you out and so on and so forth, right?
Yes.
So either way, I don't think that he should share that. He needs to share that time. But secondly, there's no rehabilitation in our
Yeah.
rehabilitation
For
system,
some, yeah, there's none.
and so I really don't know what it's gonna do. Um, you know, if they put him in jail for 2 or 3 or 4 years. Diddy is a beast, man. He's a monster, man. Like I've seen it in his eyes when he spazzes out. So if you don't get rid of the goddamn, snake that's in the room, the poisonous snake that's in the room, you don't chop that head off and stop it from having the ability to bite, then you're ultimately doing nothing, in my opinion. And I don't believe that this is going to change this guy. I think it's going to boost his ego even more. I think he's going to be like, yeah, they can, a prosecution of 7 white women, right, couldn't take me down. And it's the feds, 97% success rate, couldn't take me down. I think his ego is going to go through the roof. And there's always a chance that he's going to take this even further now and become worse because he feels untouchable for real now. The US government couldn't take me down. So, I definitely, now that I understand the situation and I understand how many guys were involved in this and the fact that Cassie, let this happen and she didn't say anything, she didn't speak up to at least us, to try to tell us at least that, maybe you should rethink this or this is what's really going on. I don't think that's only his cross to bear.